Hiya, folks. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these. So, some of you may be wondering, what the fuck is the rank commander doing? How the hell did he decide to finally come fucking back? Well, couple of reasons, really. There's a reason for my absence. There was a reason for me not being around. There's a reason why the killing wall has been dead silent, and your commander has, for the most part, been, one might say, on leave. How you doing there, Feverish Cookie? Glad to see you popping in. Believe it or not, folks, I myself haven't been around in quite a while. You know what? Yes, I have consistently, and I'm rather very happy about it. But welcome to the fucking killing wall. Right now I'm actually simulcasting to Facebook, YouTube, and at the same time I've got another camera with me on TikTok. So I'm basically watching two different freaking streams at the same freaking time. And I got the same freaking energy like I used to. And I can't wait to start ranting on some shit and start doing some regular episodes again. Because I'm pretty damn sure my firing squad has fucking missed me. I'm saying it has been way too long since I've been away from you folks. Way too long. I'm curious to see who the hell has the gall to pop in and around. Because right now, I've got my Facebook page up with the Killing Wall. So look up the Killing Wall on Facebook. You'll see the stream going on there. Look up Baron Voltage on YouTube. You'll see the stream going on there. Not to mention the fact you got me here on TikTok. So maybe you want to participate a little bit there. Maybe you want to spread the love and share it out there. Because now, guess what? I'm an independent fucking contractor now, which means I can say whatever the fuck I want. And there ain't nobody that can stop me. So I'm curious to see who actually has the gall to step into my ring. Who's going to be around? Who hurt me? Cancel culture hurt me. But you want to know what? I'm curious of this. When they got into your bedroom and they went up your ass, did they hurt you? Because something tells me that was the case in your case. Did they bother to use lube? Just saying. You see, I don't pull punches. Definitely not tonight. Because you know what? I'm getting sick of punches being thrown at me from people that honestly, legit, should not be throwing punches. So, I've got a lot to rant about. But I'm curious to see who actually bothers to pop in and around. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I would. But in the meantime, here's what I'm going to do for you. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. My pronouns are fuck you and that guy. You know what bothers me? One, I'm Air Force. Two, you know it's called a cover. And three, something tells me that your kid got onto your account. Sorry, son. It's time for bed. There you go. ACDC all the fucking way. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Or are you saying I got stolen valor? Tench Hut, you piece of shit. I never will. Never will. And never care to. Why would I ever calm the fuck down? My teeth? Defect. grinding them so damn much every single time. That's what it is. Hey man, how you doing there, Fat Jesus? You wanna know what? It wouldn't surprise me. I don't date indiscriminately. I'm doing good. The killing wall's back, baby. Anything that doesn't have pineapple on it. Fat Jesus. You know what? That's a classic. That's a classic. I can't be mad at that. You know what? You get to stick around. I was thinking of freaking booting you, but you get to stick around. It's all right. Misfits! Finally, I got somebody that actually knows me in here. I'm doing good. Yeah, there's some dude in here with the username Fat Jesus. I was gonna boot him, but then you wanna know what? I was like saying to myself, no, he used the Dixie Normus joke. I can't be mad at that. I actually like that. So what am I ranting about on the killing wall tonight? Where did I serve? I served the Holloman Air Force Base for almost 6 freaking years. I did multiple TDYs at Nellis as well as in sorry, Lakenheath and Misawa Air Base. Okay, you try and hit me with stolen fucking valor. How many deployments did you go on? Oh wait, you probably didn't. Well, thank you for thanking. Have I ever seen an alien? If I did, you really think I'd be ordered to be able to tell you? Authorized, rather? Come on. Do I even know you? Who are you? Let's see. You ain't got no freaking profile. Holy crap. We finally got somebody actually in a main briefing. Of course I'm hostile. I'm the rank commander. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Prove it. You want me to pull out my DD-214? Huh? Or maybe just my fucking tags? You know what? Hey, Misfit. You see this Kimberly 201067? Boat him. You're in a shit mood? I'm sorry to freaking hear it. Welcome to the freaking killing wall. Thank you, Misfit. Appreciated. You know, it bothers me a little bit. You know? Thank you. It bothers me a little bit. You know, a lot of people that know who I am, that know me, they know better than to question me a bit. They know better than to argue with me. No, thank you. Thank you. Retired, son. Retired. Everything is everything. The Baron is back. The rank commander has returned. I figured another killing while it was impromptu would help, so at least this way I could see whether or not people will actually be popping in and around. So I'm curious to see who's here. Thank you. You want to know what? Refresh my memory there, pup. No, I'm not, Brittany. And you want to know what? I served 6. I was given a full honorable discharge. Sarah. Oh, hey, how you doing? You served 23. Kudos to you there, son. Which one of my brothers are you? Oh, okay. Well, how you doing, pup? Everything all right? Where the fuck are my smokes? Oh, here they are. Grab my ashtray. Oh, here we go. It's been a day. You want to know what? If you're in the Facebook or YouTube stream, share this out everywhere. Hey, there you go. Air Force. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry to hear that there, pup. Amen to it. You want to know what the thing is that it's really the only thing I got left to use my freaking old BDUs for, as opposed to that fucking ABU bullshit that they gave us right before I got out. You're a devil dog. Rock on. I'm glad to see that we still got some of you in here. All right, kick that night prick out. Misfits, please. Thank you. You know, it's times like this I wish I actually had my freaking old images pulled up and ready. Get rid of them. Thank you. You know, it's weird. It's weird. This is the most I've had in one of my fucking lives in a long goddamn time. It's weird. I wonder why. Meanwhile, I ain't really got anybody in my freaking YouTube or Facebook stream tonight. You're in the mood to eat some shit? You wanna know what, Misfits? Sure, why not? Some people are gonna hear on the freaking Facebook and YouTube stream, they're gonna be like, what the hell? Enough to make my freaking piss look like it's regular water. Now, I don't mind you being in the box. I just want you to be in the box and still be able to enjoy the freaking wonderfulness that it is. By the way, folks, if you're watching on the YouTube or Facebook stream, I'm also streaming on TikTok too. So you might hear me talking to somebody. You might be hearing somebody else's voice that you can't see. So if anything, you can always pop over to TikTok and catch me there as well, if you want to catch the full experience, as it were. How you doing? Get him. It's weird. I ain't never had this many trolls.
Oh, I ran into a live where there was nothing but it was kind of awesome. Me and Kelsey were going freaking crazy.
It was weird for me. It's weird. I mean, I wouldn't know. Not one of my shows.
I like that, Demon Pup.
Yep.
I say that all the time.
Oh God. You know, on my old show, legit, I used to have people. I boot this fuck.
I was just about to.
On my old show, I used to have somebody that was off camera. I called them my adjutant. And they used to fucking say shit. It was almost like freaking Gelman on Regis. He'd be like, Gelman!
Oh, and for the record, guys, I have not served. Just to clarify, I support my military, 22 day, and this is my grandfather.
There you go. See me, I gotta redo my whole freaking video setup for freaking streaming. Because it's been forever and a freaking day. Sarah, I just saw all your messages over in the freaking other one. Glad to see you popping in and glad to see that you got a good job. It's okay. I understand you've been busy. I've been dealing with some shit too, which is kind of the subject of my freaking rant tonight. You want to know what's actually got me pissed off?
What's got you so going tonight?
Okay, here's what's got me going tonight, okay? I want you to answer me this question, okay? I'm actually taking the cover and shades off for this because this is a good one.
Oh, no.
I want to make sure that people can at least answer this question. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Answer me this. Let's say, for instance, somebody gets accused of consent violations. Okay? Accused. Later found out that the violations were fabricated. Was proven to be fabricated. But the people that were behind fabricating it are playing it off that, like, not only it's real, but creating more and leading a campaign to the point where they've tried to get the person banned off of every single social media platform. And when they couldn't do that, they doxed him and his parents and have started going after the associates. Now, is that ever right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, so I'm about to say a name. Jeff Mack.
Why does it sound familiar?
Because that's the person that all of these people have been going after.
Wow.
Used to run the Steampunk World's Fair.
Yes, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. What?
Yeah. It was straight up proven that all the lovely little shit that people were saying was fabricated. All of it.
Wow.
Wait.
And they're still trying to go after him?
Wait, it gets better. When they couldn't get him on the kink shit with consent violations, they tried to get him on business shit to the point where they took him to court.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? He won. He won. Proved he didn't do anything out of business practice. He won. They tried fucking harassing his 80-year-old parents.
They even went that far?
Oh, it gets better. You want to know how it gets better? Here's how it gets better. When they realized they couldn't get rid of him, now they're going after everybody that knows him. Everybody that's friends with him. Anybody that teaches at any of his all ages non-kink events, they go after him. They go after them. Now.
It's like the protesters of Planned Parenthood.
Pushing the whole fucking narrative saying by teaching with them and being with them, you're supporting a rapist. You're supporting a pedophile because you're teaching and presenting at an event that is run by this person. Or what's worse, if that person is friends with them, then they tell the convention that person is at. Do you realize that you have a presenter that is friends with XYZ and has done XYZ? They're doing that shit now. Isn't that interesting?
People are fucking ridiculous.
The latest rage that they have, okay? Here's the latest rage that's been going on. Okay? You ready for this? You ready for this? Okay. The latest rage is that he is recently, and this is something that should have been celebrated, okay? Recently, his engagement to his fiancée was announced.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, should be celebrated, right?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. These people went after the fiancée. You know why? Here's the thing. Okay? This is bad.
Barry needs to FYP on Angel's thing, by the way.
Nice. Here's where it gets bad. He's 45. She's 19. Yeah, I saw that flinch. Now, I'm not saying.
I'm not judging by any means, but, like, I can imagine what they're saying.
Oh, yeah. it comes into even bigger clarity when you realize that he started dating her not long after she became 18. But before that happened, she was part of the anti-Jeff crowd. Then she suddenly started doing her own fucking research and realized they made a lot of this shit up. They saw what they were pulling. So when that happened,
do your research, people, please. Do your research.
Do your own research. Because a lot of them are basing their opinions on shit on a fucking blog that was written back in 2018, where everything that was on there was admitted in court to have been a lie and fabricated. All of it. But they're using that as their rallying cry.
That's ridiculous. People are fucking ridiculous.
Yes. All of them. So you got this shit going on. Okay? You got this shit going on. And they haven't quite gotten it through their fucking heads that trying to take him down is pointless. Because he hasn't done anything wrong or actionable. When you guys had a massive fucking army, I'm addressing the fuckers right now. When you guys had a whole fucking army of people with megaphones, pitchforks, and torches coming after him, the people that he supposedly fucked up, which I'd be fucking amazed because not for nothing, with as much as he ran around the conventions left and freaking right, clipboard in hand, I'd be amazed if he actually managed to do a half the shit that he did. Then it came out, this is where it gets really bad. Then it came out that it wasn't him that did it, it's people in his staff that did it. But the fucked up thing with that is that none of them are his staff anymore, but they still want him. So they're still going after him. And that fucked up.
Yeah, that's really messed up.
Oh, yeah. And you want to know the reason why this especially hurts me? Why it exceptionally hurts me?
Is it because you're like technically kind of associated with that area?
I taught at one of his events in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Within 5 minutes of my name showing up on the playbill, I was ostracized from every single hypno-kink convention in the country.
That's ridiculous.
Within 5 minutes, I had convention chairmen from Chicago, San Francisco, Dallas, Connecticut, and Hartford, Baltimore, all calling me up asking, is this true that you're teaching at this event? Which, by the way, not a kink event, and I'm not teaching kink hypnosis. Are you teaching at that? Yeah. Boom. That's it. I was Thanos from the kink community that I was a part of for 6 years.
That's stupid. Are you have they retracted any of that?
Nope.
Since then?
Nope. They had their own reasons to paint bullseyes on my back. The reason why they painted bullseyes on my back is because I believe that if you do pickup play, if it's 100% consensual and negotiated, nobody can tell you that what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah. As it should be.
As it should be. My problem is, apparently my problem is, I like to put my penis in vagina when I kink. That's wrong to them. I'm at a convention and I'm teaching. Somebody comes up to me for a scene for some pickup play. Cool. Let's negotiate. We negotiate thoroughly. We have the scene. They even write a fucking testimonial after the fact. I make sure that my scene sheets and negotiation sheets all have a testimonial as to whether or not they enjoyed the scene, what they wanted to change, what they wish they could have done, and whether they'd do it again. As well as a layout for a plan for aftercare. All that's in there. All of it. And guess what? That's the reason why nobody can hit me with a fucking consent violation. I hate that I have to do fucking documentation that will make a lawyer jealous. But still, I do it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's fucking crazy.
That alone made them not like me very much. Me teaching at a Jeff event was the final nail in the coffin for all of them. For all of them.
They don't like the fact that consent is sexy.
They say consent is sexy. They push that like crazy. The thing is that if a white male over the age of 35 years old that is dom leaning is the one that's being consented to or interacted with, then consent doesn't exist. You're being a predator. You're coercing them. You're forcing them. There's no way in hell somebody will want to play with somebody that presents in that particular way. To them, somebody like me immediately is the fucking villain. I'm discriminated against. Here, I'll use their own language. I'm triggered by my own existence. You see, when I put this shit on, I don't pull punches. I go fucking full bore. I am pissed.
Dude, I expect you to. Especially wearing that. I expect you to. I know how that goes. I don't blame you whatsoever. Like, that is bullshit. You should not be getting attacked for anything like that.
Oh, you're gonna love this, okay? I have a convention that's coming up in about a week. Next week, as a matter of fact. Okay? Jeff isn't linked to that event. He's not. The last time he had any link to that event was 4 years ago when he helped start it. And he was a sponsor for it. He has since not taught, attended, or been linked to it since its inception.
That's ridiculous.
Yet, I'm presenting at this event in its fourth iteration. I presented at its first, and I'm presenting at its fourth. Okay? Immediately, I'm actually teaching something kink-wise there. I'm teaching a class on dominance. You want to know what I saw? Messages. It's funny how he doesn't mention consent in the title or anywhere in the class description. That kind of speaks to the kind of person that he is. I mean, after all, he associates with this known consent violator and pedophile and rapist. Yeah. I was forced to have to change the wording on my class description.
Oh, this makes my head hurt for you. Like, the fuck?
Yeah. This is the shit I gotta deal with.
This is so fucking bullshit.
People wonder why I'm as high-strung as I am. People wonder why I don't go live as often as I used to or post as much as I used to. Shit like this makes me wonder, why the fuck am I popping my head up over the goddamn wall when every single time I fucking do, this is the shit that I gotta fucking deal with?
Yeah, that is freaking ridiculous.
And you wanna know why it is? It's because I don't scream and virtue signal that I'm woke.
Woke?
Yeah, woke. You want to know what woke is? Let me tell you legitimately what woke is, okay? And here's the fucked up thing, okay? The idea of it holds merit, and it's noble. Okay? It is very fucking noble. Genuinely asking, I'm pissed off that essentially people are targeting associates of an individual that isn't very well liked because they tried to cancel him, realized they had nothing to cancel him, or but still don't like him. So now they're going to very shady fucking means to try and cancel him by getting rid of all of his associates and canceling them. That is the short and sweet.
The gentleman was new asking if.
Yeah, I that's what I was replying in the chat. Where was I before I started explaining it? Oh,
you were talking about woke.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Here is woke is very fucking noble. It means defending those that can't defend themselves. It means essentially doing what you can to make sure that everybody within a space is safe, happy, comfortable, and included.
Okay.
And there's no level of feeling excluded. There's nobody throwing any kind of phobia at you. Nobody's being phobic towards you. You're legitimately welcomed in and treated well. You want to know what? That's noble as fuck. You want to know what it's turned into? Cis-het white male over the age of 35 is a problem and needs to be eliminated. That's what it's turned into.
If anything, you know a lot more about things and you're still learning. You're a teacher. I'd be more trusting to turn to you because you have experience in this kind of thing. If I have questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's another thing. It's the idea of an abuse of power dynamics. Now, here's what's fucked up about that. Okay, here's what's fucked up about that. I can see where they're coming from. I legitimately can. I can understand their concern because unfortunately, there is just as much evidence of there being abuse of power dynamics as there are of legit noble intent. I don't attend a convention unless I know I can present, teach, be on a panel, or in some way contribute to the convention by my presence outside of the purchase of a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Legitimately, that's the only way. Believe it or not, pup, you can. If you go onto my YouTube channel, or better yet, here's what I can do with that. Okay, pup? Fire me. Look me up on Facebook. Okay, my actual personal one. You should be able to see it. You know my name from my profile. You should be able to find me. I'm a really majestic looking motherfucker. Fire me a legitimate instant message on Facebook. I will send you the invite link to the StreamYard stream that I'm doing right now. Because the people that are watching in there, they can hear Mistress, but they can't see her. So if you're in there, then we can see and hear you, at least there. And you'll be able to jump in. Okay? The thing is that I won't attend a convention unless I can contribute to it outside of the purchase of a ticket. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I feel like that's my way of giving back to the community in some way, shape, or form. I like to be able to offer some form of entertainment. That's why I do it. The fact that people will come to me and want to do things with me is not the reason why I do it. Is it nice if that happens? Fuck yeah. But am I doing it for that reason? Fuck no. Because on more than one occasion, guess what? I've done it and nothing has happened.
Yeah.
But it's easily seen as he's only doing it because he wants groupies to fuck him. Which I get. Like I said, I get that. Because there's just as much evidence of that as there is of me just wanting to be able to contribute to a convention. How you doing there, Queen? So I could see where they're coming from with that. The problem is they have to actually look past me and what their preconceived notions of what a cis-het white male over the age of 35 dom-leaning hypno-dom is. They have to get past that. Actually know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has ever been to any of my fucking presentations, classes, panels, or talks has learned I am one of the most, how do I put it? Here's the most fucked up but most accurate way I can put. Oh my god, I just got fucking banned. Give me 1 second, folks. Yeah, I got fucking live banned. So now I'm gonna do something else. Give me 1 second. I'm about to fix that. TE 89 8 KYK. Okay. I'm keeping the stream going. Just as a heads up, folks, I'm keeping the stream going. Let's see who pops in. Yeah, I just got live banned. Here we go. 1 second here.
Yay. All right,
Oh.
cool.
All right, I wasn't sure which one you were actually popping into because I got like about 1 billion. Okay.
This is Huh? This is stream thing that he's doing outside of. What happened? I just sent you a bunch of messages on Facebook and as you as a friend, I was like, hey, it's Mistress. Like, yeah, I was sitting there freaking checking the room, watching like a hog.
Yeah,
like,
that's my you hit me up on my professional account, not my personal.
Oh.
So I was like, I usually am not logged into my professional account because very seldom do I get any messages on there.
Okay, so I have to actually go by your name.
Damn.
Yeah.
He just got a lot banned.
Everybody and their mother, you know.
Yeah, he did. Like, I'm over here like, no. I was like on point.
Oh yeah. No, it's not that. So I knew somebody was gonna get me. I was getting way too many fucking trolls in that stream.
Yeah, well, I was legit. I was watching the door like really hardcore. I was like,
Welcome back,
checking
bud.
everybody coming in.
Thank you. So listen, let's talk about this consent violation shit real quick. I watched something go on in a fucking public live yesterday with thousands upon thousands of viewers on both sides doing a gift battle. And the fucking Island Boys, the lady says, don't call me babe. I'm not your babe. I don't consent to that. This motherfucker flat out says, I don't care. Guess what? You're my babe. You're now my girlfriend. What the fuck?
What?
I have the video recording to prove it.
By the way, just so that you guys know,
I got it screen recorded.
This is streaming to both my Facebook Killing Wall page as well as my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's fine.
Keep it as civil as I can on my part.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you
angry
know
after that, dude. I'm angry after that. And I get
Amazing.
banned for the bullshit I got banned for?
Oh,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Oh, I found you.
I'm
Right.
curious to see what my prison sentence is right now. Yeah.
That's what I got banned for.
Please tell me when it pops up that it's bullying and harassment, because I will freaking die. I will die laughing because, oh my god, people are so, they annoy me so much.
Yeah. But
This
yeah,
is what happens when I leave his live.
I got straight up. This is the shit that like irks the fuck out of me. By the way, folks, these two were in the TikTok live with me. These are good friends of mine. Okay, that's Mr. Misfits. That's the pup.
That's Pup's asshole side. I am an asshole at heart,
But
but I'm good to those who are good to me.
There we go. I like the other one.
Get that up for.
There we go. Yeah, this is the bullshit I'm dealing with. Okay, these people legitimately are trying to get me and quite a number of other rather big named people within the convention circuits booted. Okay, the person they went after this weekend, you guys know, and I know you guys know them.
Ooh,
The Mad Harlot.
no way.
Yeah, they went after Sienna. He's big on the convention circuit. Them pulling this shit fucks her livelihood up.
Yeah.
They went after Sienna this weekend. And now they're going after, they were going after me like about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and they're still consistently doing it.
Yeah, that's entirely messed up. Like, I am sorry, but you shouldn't. Everybody has their own lives. Like, they have things that they're interested in or not. Like, you shouldn't be attacked just because A, you're a white male over 35, and B, because you have a fucking interest in something. Like,
well, I mean, come on, tell me how these Island boys sat there continuously still getting gifts after the way they talked to the female yesterday. Like, yo, listen, if I would have talked to any girl like that myself, regardless of my status and fucking people, I'd be looked down on, I'd be slapped around, I'd get the shit talked out of me. But because he's some young little fucking 18-year-old, 20-year-old punk, he gets away with it? No,
Yeah,
no.
sorry.
So I understand what that meant. There we
But
go.
these people,
I'm over here.
yeah, it actually does.
Go.
I'm used to this because this is how I used to broadcast for over a year and a half with my old station. Have you guys ever seen the intro?
Right.
I'm going to play the intro for you guys. This is great.
Play this intro. Let's do this. I'm going to light up.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
I need to, like...
I have seen that.
That was awesome. That was really
Mind
cool.
you, that isn't the full-blown intro. That was just the one of the original intros that I used to have.
I've seen that.
Yeah. But I mean, I stitched all of that footage together myself.
That was cool.
Now,
good shit.
Mind you, they're coming after me just because I know Jeff.
Jeff.
It's not who you know, it's who you blow these days, right? But I mean, like, listen, everybody's going after somebody for somebody they know. I listen, I'm being personally attacked on my account right now because of a vendetta somebody has with ma'am. You know who the person is, Baron?
Who?
I'm just going to say Kitten is tied in with this person. Do you remember Invalid Warning? Okay, Sam?
No.
Let's see. Who else hangs out with them? Fuck. I can't think of everybody that hangs out with this person right now. Bit is tied in with this person. They are transgendered. And they Incredibles is all I can say. Think of Incredibles for a minute. Think of the characters' names. I'm not starting any more than that's going right now, because the second I say this, it's already going to start shit.
Not with anybody in here.
The baby one, Jack.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? Here, I'm going to blow some shit up. Okay? I'm going to blow some shit up. Kitten was about 2 seconds away from dropping Jack when I visited.
I don't even want to talk about the Jack thing, though. This is why I'm banned right now. This is why I'm on a perma ban with my account.
That's ridiculous.
Now, mind you, what's fucked up about all that is I
ridiculous.
have money that's been sitting in there that I've been gathering since I've been going live since the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, that I haven't touched yet because I've been saving up to get a welder. If it's there, I can't spend it. Gone.
You know, I could teach you how to make one.
It's not about making it. I was trying to set my shop up finally. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this just to fuck around with the trike shit anymore. I was trying to build my shit.
No,
Yeah.
And, you know, it is what it is. It pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? When you're mass reporting somebody like that, you don't know the creator. When you're going after a creator, know what you're doing first. When you're going after somebody like, you know, oh man, fucking season of the year, man. You know who I talk about there. That's different. You know what I mean? When you got somebody who's doing shit like that, that's completely different situation.
Now,
Yeah, one of my friends, like, she got spam reported on all of her videos for like sexual activity and nudity and stuff. So it, like, she can't even hardly post any videos anymore.
oh yeah, I know the feeling.
Like, it's ridiculous.
I'll give you kind of like to stay on topic because of all the mass reporting that has a tendency to happen whenever somebody doesn't like them. Okay, you know, Raven calls your eyes out.
Yes,
I've heard of them.
that's my Raven.
She doesn't fucking report. She doesn't put videos up on TikTok anywhere near as much anymore.
Nope. I know Raven very personally.
Mm-hmm.
I visited Raven out in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Here's a problem, though. They're close friends with TARDIS and Popo. Both of them are ardent anti-Jeff. Despite neither one of them have ever met him.
And they don't know the full story either. But you know what? Those are two people you can actually get them to open their eyes and do their own research.
Yeah.
And that's the fortunate part of that. That's why I respect them as the creators I do. I like that.
Your cards are on top. I went to like grab it and I'm like, oh no.
Yep, the Killing Wall is back. I'm planning to start doing some more regular episodes soon. And you want to know what? I figured before I actually do a complete revamp of the look, I put my old shit on. Again, because this is how I used to do my fucking shit. Full rank commander. Yeah, I used to have a crap ton of freaking watch my shit back in the day.
Okay.
You've seen me do the full rank commander vibe, right? Misfit?
Yeah.
It's the whole rank commander. No, knife hand. There you go.
I'm still getting used to that. I've only he like disappeared. I looked up and you were gone. I'm like, what happened?
Hey, I'm good with this shit. And you want to know what? Here's the cool thing with that. I can always do this. Hang on. Boom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody misses the fucking rank. Nobody can shoot straight.
This is fucking awesome.
Okay. Oh shit! I forgot to do something here.
Uh-oh.
I haven't done this in a while. Boom. There we go.
It's right over his head.
There it is. I told you guys I used to have fucking merch for this show too. I still do. Nobody fucking buys it. I feel like I'm ignored.
Honestly, if I knew about it beforehand, I probably would have because I'm all about different.
The store's still
brand
active.
new
It's
shit
nobody's
like that.
bought anything from it, so it's
Oh,
not
shit.
bothering to advertise it. There's a fucking nice ass image of me too. Here, let me grab this fucking hoodie for it too.
You said you don't know how to advertise it?
I stopped advertising it because I realized nobody was buying any of it.
I'm trying here. Let's work with this. There we go.
He's all like, "Which way do
Listen,
I
my
go?"
perception is really, really off right now. I'm having a great night now. I had to reset myself.
Oh, I freaking love it.
Right down with the fucking coffee mug too.
Listen, you see what I brought out for the tag, right?
Yeah, I saw.
You should have put yeet on the mug. Yeet.
No, there's a legitimate. There's a you see the whole reason why that exists.
Give me 1 second, be right back.
Yes, sir. That's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know what that mug is. Every time I see you live, I've seen you with that like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, I really like. I kind of figured it was military like based,
Well,
but I was like, I never thought to ask.
They said that they need to remember to actually say this when they serve me my coffee. I'm okay, hand it over. And when I have it in my hand, I say, now, what do you say?
It's right there on the mic. That's awesome.
They can't argue now. I sell mugs, phone cases, tapestries, hoodies, and t-shirts with my logo on it.
That's freaking awesome.
But you know what? I got some merch sales from it, but not a lot. I got mostly merch sales earlier when I first started the show. But if I'm going to legitimately do it like I used to, here's how I always used to start the show. Give me 1 second and I'll show you exactly how. Good evening, members of the fucking Killing Wall, and welcome to yet another goddamn briefing. Glad to see you fuckers here. My firing squad is locked, loaded, and cocked and ready to go. Okay, let's see who we got actually reporting in. Okay, we've got Collaboration of Curiosities popping in. Happy as fuck to see you. Carrie Braswell, it's been a hot minute since I've seen you. And you want to know what? I got a couple of fucking lieutenants here with me, too. Because guess who else I've got with me? I've got 2 of them. I've got Misfit Mistress. I've got the asshole side of pup. You know what? That's just it. I got some shit that I'm fucking pissed off about, and you need to be pissed off about it too. So let's talk about it. That's all.
I'm in.
Right the hell on.
I fucks with Baron, yo. I really do. Yo, so I got a question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What is all legit on this live? Because I really want to do a dab hit. I want to do a dab hit.
Do a fucking dab hit, dude.
Listen, I'm tired of getting people banned because I want to sit there and smoke and fucking not kill people.
Nobody's gonna be reporting my fucking videos.
Listen, yo, you know how many people get reported because of me? Too many.
Dude, this is YouTube and Facebook. People get away with all sorts of shit on here. This isn't fucking
Right? Like legit.
Okay.
Unless you know it's like you're sharing something and it's like, oh, this is false information. It was a joke.
Yeah, nobody fucking bans me from shit because, to be honest with you, I don't have that much of an audience on YouTube, and unfortunately, the majority of my shit, rather sadly, I lost a lot of following on Facebook because I'm no longer with the radio station that used to have me on as a show.
Yep.
Because collaboratively, I had close to about 45,000
Holy
viewers.
crap.
Yep.
On my
we
show.
talked about this before.
Have you ever thought about starting like your own podcast type thing?
That's what this is. That's what this is. This started, believe it or not, this started back in 2007. I was dating somebody. They had family that was pissed off that they were seeing me post rants on Facebook in long text. They got tired of reading all of this angry shit. So they would give her shit saying, what are you doing dating this psycho? So I decided to start my own page, and I named it the Killing Wall because it's the wall that catches all of the bullets behind a firing squad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I started posting on there. I started to post all sorts of shit, rants about snow, rants about traffic, rants about those schmucks that live in the Northeast that are fucking complaining that they want their goddamn cowboy. And I have to fucking tell them, if you're looking for a cowboy up there, here's what you do, okay? You walk west until you smell shit and walk south until you step in it. That's where you're going to find fucking cowboys, okay? You ain't going to find them up in you're going to find them in fucking New Jersey. Okay, you ain't gonna be finding them up in fucking Massachusetts. You're gonna be finding assholes up there. You ain't gonna find a fucking cowboy there. And by the way, what you're asking for is some shit heel in a goddamn fucking costume. Because cowboys don't fucking exist, okay? You're looking for a rancher. You ain't looking for some fucking cowboy. You're looking for somebody that you think is all manly and shit. You ain't looking for a fucking cowboy. The Cowboys got taken out by Wyatt Earp. You're looking at fucks that basically wearing a costume and cosplaying some
breath.
Okay?
God, were you a drill instructor?
Oh my god.
Were you a drill instructor, bro? I need to take a breath for you. Fuck.
It's been a while since I fucking ran.
I fucks with you, bro.
You want a fucking cowboy? I hear that all the time, and I'm in BFE, Illinois here. It's just like,
you're in Illinois. The only thing that ever came out of your fucking state was probably the Klan, and even then they fucked that up because if you take a look at the northern part of the goddamn state, you realize they've never been there.
I'm not originally from here. You forget I'm originally from New York. I've only been out here like.
Wait. Where in New York are you from?
Huh?
Where in New York?
Mastic Beach, Long Island.
Oh, okay, yeah. You down in New York. You down in New York. I'm from up in New York.
Long Island. Okay, now you got me really fucking revved up here. Okay? Now you're talking about.
Listen, you're gonna get 3 New Yorkers on a fucking rant. Are you kidding me?
Whenever they think they got something good, okay, but they say it's part of Jersey whenever they don't like it. You're from the bastard part of New York, is what you are.
I don't associate with the city. I'm like way out there, like underneath the fucking Hamptons.
Listen, I'm 2 hours north. I'm what y'all call Canada all the time. That's still part of New York. I want y'all to realize
still upstate.
Listen,
I just say upstate New York. Like there's a fine line.
Don't get me started on Canada now. All right.
Well, let me go get a tea for this one.
Oh
I used to do a singular topic for over an hour of nothing but that. A new topic every fucking day.
You know what? You start streaming, I'll legit hop on with you just to listen.
You're from fucking Texas. You're from fucking Texas music? Hold on. Okay.
There's only 2 things from Texas.
Oh my fucking Christ. Okay. You're from Texas. Let's talk about Texas for a second, okay? Speak on behalf of the other 49 states. We don't want you either.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, God. Listen, I have an idea for Texas. So what you do is you put all of Trump's supporters in Texas, right? Hold on. Because listen, this can work out one of 2 ways for everybody. Okay? 1, everybody's happy and Trump can be president there. Okay? And 2, anybody who comes across the border that tries to get through, they automatically get a green card if they make it past Texas.
Sarah, I'm not talking about nobody wants you. I'm talking about nobody wants Texas.
Hence the reason.
Okay? Nobody wants Texas. You're good.
Listen, I'm not for Trump and I'm not for Biden, but I'm for a new administration altogether.
You want to know what this will? You want to know what would solve all the fucking problems? Okay.
No
I'm
more
gonna give you-
paychecks there.
No, I got a good fucking solution for you. Okay. Here's the solution. Get all of the Trump supporters' guns and send them overseas, and tell them the commies are invading.
Wait a minute. I might just say I'm a Trump supporter for this.
Okay.
You're gonna give me a gun and let me go kill people? Wait a second. I
No,
may have
take
to
all the
change.
Trump supporter guns and send them overseas and tell them that the commies are invading.
Yeah. Give them all guns, send them to the Ukraine, and tell them the commies are invading. That will be over in 10 minutes.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm already. I'm
that's
all
no
for
joke.
going to Ukraine myself. Like, send me a plane ticket. I'm there. But I want to get away with it legally. Finally, you know, like name 10 serial killers that you know that haven't been caught. I'll go first.
The Zodiac.
Oh no, I meant me.
I
Okay.
I got.
was obsessed with the Zodiac when I was in psychology class.
You know what? Something told me that the second you went.
Yes, that right there, Carrie. I am totally for that. I will literally put vote for Barron on a fucking pin and pass it around.
I don't want to be fucking president. I will pull the Dennis Leary policy. I wake up every single morning, somebody nudges me and says, "Mr. President," I'm like, "What?" Air Force One up in the air. I want to blow some shit up. Hit a fucking button.
I cannot stand Trump, but I think that was he was the lesser of two evils between Hillary and Biden.
You know what? Put Bernie Mac back in it, or Bernie Sanders back in it. I said Bernie Mac. God damn it, that man is dead. Yo, put him president. Put him president.
They can see chat.
Zombies.
They can see the chat, right?
No.
Huh?
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, now I can.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be on the right
Oh, there's a
side.
chat.
Yeah, you hit the little chat button and you go to comments, and then you could see all the comments.
I know I'd be dangerous as president. I'm fucking new.
Listen, you got my vote. Just put me in charge of security, bro. You know.
Have me be SecDef. That will really fuck people up. Make me the fucking Secretary of Defense. I won't be the Secretary. It won't be defense anymore. It'll be straight up offense and defense.
Secretary of Offense. I'm for this.
Yep. Essentially, yeah.
I will stroll right up to fucking China and be like, "So, have you guys been talking shit? You know?"
Sorry, Vix.
All right, you take it easy, darling. I'm glad to see you popping in.
Nice meeting you.
My Aussie still loves me. Yeah, I had people from all over the fucking world.
Oh, wait a minute. Switzerland is no longer Switzerland anymore. You cannot say that statement. And no, Switzerland chose a side finally.
Yeah, they kind of like looked at Russia and gave them the big fuck you, and they're like, yeah, we're not doing this.
Let me throw something out here that'll make both of your eyes go wide. Okay, and probably people in the chat are gonna be like, "Holy fucking shit!" The Taliban legit said you need to adopt a less violent tactic and start to embrace peace. Do you have any fucking idea how idiotic you got to be when the Taliban is telling you to chill the fuck out?
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
essentially.
I need to put my joint down on that. I need to reflect on that for a second.
Not that.
That's one of those things
When
that's
the
like
Taliban is the voice of reason, how fucked up can you be?
literally like the only thing I can think of is that TikTok audio is it's like, if I'm your voice of reason, you have found yourself in a fucked up situation. When Taliban is your voice of reason, you have fucked up and put yourself in a bad situation.
You're not. Your statement is not invalid or untruthful in any manner.
Nope.
You can't argue that.
No, I'm trying to find some kind of invalidity. No, there's no invalidity there. No.
Not at all whatsoever.
Legitimately made us take one look at the Taliban and be like, these guys are right.
Listen to them. Listen to that.
It's just like the leader just comes out and says that every single U.S. American goes, "What?
The fuck?"
You know,
404 error can't compute.
I'm having that issue right now. My brain is on overload.
Yeah, I'll throw you one better. Okay.
Please don't.
A good metaphor. Okay. Russia is like that little scrappy fucking dog that yaps at your fucking ankles. You know it can't do damage, but because we aren't kicking it out of the house, it's still shitting all over the place and pissing on the carpets.
That's been Russia for decades. Yeah, I got to agree.
Yeah.
Okay? Because right now, here's what they're doing. They're hitting the Ukraine with everything they got. Unfortunately, what they got isn't much, but they're doing damage with what they got. That's what's fucked.
Actually, one of my friends, one of my best friends actually, is a political science major. Now, granted, her focus is mainly on the presidency and everything else, but like she keeps very close eyes internationally because of what she's going to school for, like how the president, is reacting to these things. So like I don't normally get into political debates or anything like that unless I'm talking to her, because I have that trust with her. Not only that, but like if I were to say something, she would actually take it into consideration and be like, oh, okay, I kind of see where you're coming from.
Logical discussion, logical deduction.
Yes, exactly.
I love having poli-sci discussions. Please.
She actually, me and her, like I messaged her and I was like, so tell me about this radio, like the Chernobyl and everything like that. And I gotta find her message, but like it legit scared the absolute piss out of me when I was reading about this.
Real quick, somebody said it's Vix, damn it.
Yeah. That's Vix Steel Steve.
What the fuck? Hi. Yo, bring her in this.
You want to know what's interesting about Vix? You ready for your head to get blown away, pup? Me and Vix have known each other for 25 years.
I fucks with Steel. I fucks with Vix. Like, that's my peoples right there.
Vix was my
excuse me.
Vix was my people before she was.
I've been trying to help get her live when I was on my other account before I got my. Fuck you, TikTok.
This was March 5th. This was March 5th when we talked about it. She goes, literally my standard response from now on in relation to troops going to Ukraine. People need to learn how this shit works. We won't get troops involved until he fucks with a NATO ally, and if he is stupid enough to do that, he will become the poster child for fuck around and find out.
Fact.
And I had asked, so about the bombed active radiator, she goes, that was a few days ago, unless he did again in the last 24 hours. And then she said, so he has Chernobyl and is kicking up radiation, but is letting the specialists do what they need to. He took the biggest power plant the other day. Those specialists are being held at gunpoint and not allowed to do most of what they need to. Now he's working on a second one. The first one he shelled and a fire started in. And it was said that if it blew, that it would be 10 times more powerful than Chernobyl. However, I'm more concerned about the 1,000 mercenaries he's about to send in. So literally, Putin is basically doing a whole fuck around and find out situation at the since the beginning of this month.
And we got people over here that are screaming, why aren't we sending in troops? Why aren't we? The thing is that we do wanna, but the one thing we don't want to do, and this is where it gets a little, people have to understand something here about military acquisition and permission. Okay, in order for us to send people over, there's a shit ton of fucking paperwork we got to go through to get approved by Congress, approved by Senate, the whole fucking nine. The last time we went in without that paperwork, we ended up with protests on every fucking street corner saying no to the war.
Vietnam.
Okay? No.
That was 9/11, wasn't it?
Keep going. Okay? The last time we had a war where nobody could say shit was Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm.
Oh yeah, Desert
Those were the
Storm.
last
My next
two
guess.
where when we went in, nobody said shit. Everything after that, every single time we did, people were in the fucking streets saying, "Bring our troops home. No war for oil." Blah 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 blah. Fucking Kent State and fucking Berkeley were like having a jizzgasm of a freedom movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I
So
remember.
So now,
my dad actually, he was Army National Guard. And that's why I was kind of joking around in your last live that I was in that said, haha, I can say that he's a weekend warrior because that's my dad or whatever. But he actually, the week before 9/11, he was supposed to go to training, and I had asked him. I was in elementary school at the time. I was just like, Daddy, please don't go anymore. Like, I miss you. Please don't go. So my dad ended up, getting discharged. Because it was around that time that it was supposed to be a re-enlistment thing. So he's just like, no more, I need to be home. Literally a week later, my dad is in the city working. And my dad worked in the city. He was a block away from the Twin Towers when all that was going down. And
well, knock wood, he's okay.
He's fine. Like my stepfather and my grandfather were still both Army National Guard. They ended up going into the city. My grandfather was a retired NYPD officer, so he lost a lot of friends, during that time. But I just remember being at my dad's house, and the next thing I know, breaking news, we just bombed Afghanistan. It was 2 days later, and it was just boom.
Now, here's the thing with that, okay? Biden is taking a look at all the past presidencies over the last 30 years. He's seen where they fucked up. Right now, what he's doing is he's waiting for every single T to get crossed and every I to get dotted. Because the last time we went in and the paperwork wasn't done right, the presidency caught shit, the government caught shit, everybody caught shit. He doesn't want that anymore. I don't blame him.
Well, I don't either. But my big thing is that NATO is getting involved essentially, and
we're part of NATO.
Yeah, we are. No, we are, but Ukraine is not. They had the option to become NATO multiple times before.
And they didn't because of the whole Russian thing, though.
That the thing is the whole reason why Russia stormed in there is because, one, they want the Ukraine, and two, they want the option to take Ukraine if they want it, and they pull out this time. The only way that they could do that is if they can get Ukraine to agree not to join NATO. The second that they realized that Ukraine was thinking of joining NATO, immediately he's like, well, if they do that, then if we try and take it back, shit, that means the Americans will get involved and we'll be really fucked. That's the reason why now
everybody's pretty much frozen, all the royalties and jewels. They basically took all the upper people's yachts and shit.
Everybody froze them.
And everybody's looking at Putin dude, fucking stop this shit. What the fuck are you doing?
Listen. When I saw that whole little video trend about they're allowing U.S. citizens to go over there and they're gonna okay, yeah, let me go over and take over some shit because that's the wrong idea to do. You know what I mean?
They won't. Yeah. At this point right now, it's becoming another situation like they had in Bosnia. That was actually the last U.S. action that we had that nobody gave us any shit over.
Bosnia and Desert Storm
tried to fucking take over Bosnia.
Desert Storm, yeah.
No, not Desert Storm. Desert Storm and Desert Shield were in the...
No, not Desert Shield. No. I'm saying Desert Storm we didn't get a lot of shit for either.
No, we didn't. Because back then, that was legit. Somebody attacking a fucking NATO ally.
Yep.
That was... The paperwork is already there. The one rule. Fuck with a NATO ally, you find out what happens. Nobody could say shit about that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now... We're dealing with a country where NATO does not have that member. So if we go in there, we're going in there and we're basically going in unwelcomed. That's the reason why he's trying to take it as fast as he can, because he knows that if they join NATO, now he'll never get Ukraine back. Because all he has to do is look in its direction, and NATO will be like, do you want us to call up Uncle Sam? Because we will.
Let us call up some of our allies real quick.
Yeah. Because here's the fucked up part. There is one country, legitimately, nobody in the European Union, even Russia, would fuck with. And it's not a country you'd think.
I still want to say Switzerland on this.
Switzerland, that was a shocker when they were like, nope, we're going over here now.
Like we said, the Taliban even went against them. Come on.
Wait, who, man?
France.
That I can see.
They don't want to fuck. Nobody wants to piss France off. One very good reason. Well, actually,
you never pissed off a Frenchman.
Try that. Hey, this is coming from a Frenchman.
Listen, okay. I was nice. I'm not trying to piss you off.
Okay. One, France is the only country in the European Union that has nukes. They have a lot of nukes. They have more nukes than Europe, than the UK. Two, French Foreign Legion.
They ain't no jokes.
They ain't no joke.
They really ain't no joke. Them boys go through some whole nother other training. You think the fucking Marine Corps shit is bad. Yo, French Foreign Legion, I'm sorry. Hats off to you. Motherfuckers, you go through some shit.
They are scary. Okay? 3, France has a chip on its shoulder, specifically because everybody thinks that they're not good. Do you want the French, with the French Foreign Legion and that many fucking nukes, wanting to prove something to people? No.
He's over here thinking about it.
Kind of scary, huh?
I mean, that could be interesting.
It could be interesting and world-ending.
You know what?
Macron will take one look at that and be like, where is the button? Boom, boom, boom,
I
boom,
want to
boom.
be that guy. They ain't got the balls.
They got the balls.
They
And
ain't got it. They can't do it.
When they hit the button, no.
They can't hit the button, bro. Hit the button.
They
Let
would.
me not.
They're just waiting for a NATO ally to get hit. Who do you think was the first in line when freaking Operation Enduring Freedom happened? The French. The French were the first in Afghanistan before even we were there.
Yeah, they were. They were there real motherfucking quick. Honestly, like I hate to say it like this, the French were over there, like literally when it hit, like they knew it was gonna hit, but they couldn't react in time.
They couldn't.
Like I ain't even playing. Like the French are no joke though. they everybody does sleep on them, and you're right. Even you know what? Think about World of Tanks, the video game, for a second here. When you first get them, their French tanks are like nothing. They're minuscule. As soon as you hit tier 3, it's like, holy fuck, this is a goddamn tank. And meanwhile, they're taking out our level 5s and 6s of the USs. And I'm like, this is what a level 3 does. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
It's literally like that with France in every game I've played.
Excuse me.
France ain't no joke.
I remember that game. That game was a bitch.
You know what, though? I got to say this right now. In every game, France is always made to look like the fucking wimpy one. But you notice they always seem to win in every game?
Yep.
And I'm talking about video games for a second. Like, holy fuck. Even France has the better shit than we do.
Yep.
Come on.
We had
I mean, think about it.
When I was dating my ex-boyfriend in high school, this was like right after I graduated, his ex-roommate ended up hosting a couch surfer who was from France.
Yep.
And he was pretty fucking cool. Like, he outdrank everybody.
Listen, I met a Frenchman up in fucking Kingston, New York. He was cool as hell. He did the same thing. He was a couch surfer.
Yeah,
He
like
stayed up there for about a week or two.
The dude was really awesome. Like, it was like he was like super nice, super cool, and literally like one
and
night,
don't disrespect the lady in front of him.
No. Somebody
That
learned
becomes a whole other
somebody
world
learned
of shit.
that. Like somebody, like we had gone out. God, I can't remember where the fuck we were at, but we went out to like a party, and mind you, I was still underage, but I was like the DD technically, and like everybody else was drinking and stuff like that. And this dude comes walking up, and like the guy had known me because he had met me prior, so he already knew that like I was kind of like a natural flirt type thing, but like I still had a boyfriend, and my boyfriend was nowhere to be found at that point in time. And this dude like was drunk and like came up and like started, like trying to touch on me, and I kind of looked at the guy.
Help.
I looked at the guy, and I was just like, "Hey, babe,
I need an adult."
I've been looking for you. And he literally, like, no joke, like kind of walked up and put his arm around me. It was just like, "Yeah, I missed you," like kissed my cheek and stuff like that. And he just kind of looked at the guy and was like, "You want to fucking try me?" My boyfriend like walked up and like was watching all of it happen, and I was like super awkward because I was sitting there like, "All right,
what do I do?
Your arm off me now, like thank you." And he's all over here like, "Yep, you're my girlfriend now." Like, no, not. But he was super cool. Like we ended up getting to a heated argument. And he's like, "And this is why we hate Americans." And I literally like lost it. He's like, "No, I'm not joking."
Back in a minute.
Into that. I'm gonna get into that. Do you know why the French don't hate Americans? Who's the one with the echo? Just a second. Let me try this. Who's the one with the echo? Yeah, it's you there. All right.
It's me. Because I'm in the bathroom. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, no.
I'll be on my headphones in a minute.
I can kind of give you a reason as to why the French hate Americans.
I can tell you why. Because France is one of the only countries out there that when you're in their country, they expect anybody that's there to actually speak their language and fit.
And Americans think they don't have to.
Exactly. Because we're the only country that doesn't purposely cater. France is the only country that doesn't cater to visitors. People that come to America expect America to do exactly that. France says, "Fuck you. We're in our borders. You do as we do."
They will not talk to you over there if you speak English at them. Now, they will understand if you cannot speak any French, but you have to at least attempt it.
Yes.
Especially with your greeting. Your greeting is going to get you everywhere. How you say your greeting is going to be what they understand about you instantly, and whether they take you as a nice person or an asshole. Mm-hmm. And if you come off as an asshole, they're going to show you what an asshole is.
Oh, I was basing this back to when the French went into their own French Revolution, and we were just like, "Thanks for the help, bye."
Yeah.
Right.
1389, we fucking freed ourselves from the fucking regime. We were looking to America for a little bit of help, and Americans like, yeah, about that. Oh, listen.
We forgot how to do that.
We're kind of like we're a little busy.
Right. We want to help you, but we just can't reach.
Yeah, let us know how it turns out. All right.
Yeah. Which
France
I think
fighting on its own.
The reach is there. Like, we're reaching for each other.
Because that little fucking island in the northwest of us has been trying to take us over for centuries, and we keep on telling them, "You fuck off already."
You still with me, Vix?
Vix might be. They shouldn't be. They should be asleep.
Yeah, that's literally my like go-to response when somebody asks me, "Do you know why French hate Americans?" And it's like, yeah, this is the reason why. And they're like, Not that far back, but okay.
Although, well,
Like,
mean-
I totally understand though the standpoint that we were kind of at the beginning, but also we should have been like, yes, you helped us, we'll help you this one time, and that's it. We're drawing the line here.
Yeah, Americans don't know how to do that.
No, we just like to stick our noses in everybody else's business.
That you want to know what though? Okay, I'm going to speak on that.
When it doesn't need to.
I'm going to speak on that specifically for a good reason. Okay, but one of the reasons why I have a problem with the English is this. You know how many wars has America lost? Let's see if you guys know this question.
Oh.
How many wars have we lost?
You know,
Okay.
I really don't know.
I want to say
I don't think we've lost any.
At least 3.
Okay, what did we lose?
I was close.
Educate
Give me that. I was close.
We lost the War of 1812.
Okay.
That
So,
one
legitimately got burned to the ground. Okay, that's 1. 2, Vietnam.
That was my ultimate one, was Vietnam. That was the very first one that popped into mind. 1812 was the second one, and I knew one other, but I can't remember it.
Cold War.
No, we won that one. Communism fell. We won.
Okay.
Okay. We lost the war on terror. We did.
Yes.
Because we have it right here in our own country still, though.
But that's not foreign war. That's not us losing. We lost the war on terror.
Yeah, because you're never going to get rid of that.
And then the Taliban took right back over. We lost. Okay. And this one is a 4th, and the only reason why I even include it is because it has no conclusion to it. The Korean War. We didn't win. We lost. You can't even argue that.
Lost what exactly, though? Like, what's the basis of the standpoint here?
The thing is that when we went into Korea, we went into Korea specifically to liberate North Korea from communism. And we were there to meet South Korea. Unfortunately,
Let me get my headphones on.
It's a war that's still going on. It's just been given a ceasefire.
Okay.
But it wasn't our idea to give a ceasefire to South Korea. It was a war, Carrie. It was a war. We dedicated resources. We lost people. We lost troops. Lost ground. It was a war.
Yeah, no, Vietnam War was definitely, it was something
we shouldn't have been in the first place.
We should have never gotten involved,
Now,
but I understand the standpoint as to why we did.
Now here's where I hate to say it, but everywhere we've been, we had to be. But for the reason why is where it's fucked up.
Well, in my personal opinion, I don't think we should have, but I understand the standpoint as to why we had to.
It started back in 1902.
Technically speaking, she's right.
1902. Theodore Roosevelt indicated what was known as Big Stick policy, which is a foreign policy that to this day is still adhered to, where those that have the power to affect change and protect the world have the responsibility to. America is the number 1 policing power in the planet. We have the most resources. We have the most well-trained military. And we have the largest amount of funding for protection. Because of that alone, it is our responsibility to be able to protect those that either A, cannot protect themselves, or B, are being wronged on the world stage as a whole, regardless of what organization they're a part of.
I want to speak on your funding thing there, too.
If somebody comes to us for help, it is our responsibility to do something about it.
You're right. You're right.
I have a really quick question on that one, though. So it wasn't Blood Diamonds. Hotel Rwanda. They asked for help and they couldn't help themselves, but yet we turned against them. Like we denied them that help. Why exactly was that?
Because we did what we could in order to be able to supply funding for training for the individuals out there, but that was the only thing that we were sanctioned to do. We weren't allowed to dedicate enough troops to be able to affect enough of a change. But that was mostly because of policy that was in place that allowed us not to be able, that wouldn't allow us to be able to.
Because I mean, like I never heard of blood diamonds or hotel
Rwandan genocide, unfortunately, was something we couldn't stop
until high school, where everybody else had heard about it before. So I was like extremely sheltered up until like 9/11. That was like a big hit point for me because it affected my city.
It's the same thing for a lot of people when when December 7th happened back in 42.
My grandpa actually has a full-blown Pearl Harbor picture before it was bombed, which is actually really cool. But like as we were learning about it in high school, I that empath side of me was just like I watched the movie, I did research on it, and I'm just like, we could have done more. Like, why? But now as you're explaining it, like I kind of get the reason why now. It's still like that one of those things that's just like,
if we went in, we would have been seen as the aggressors and we would have been seen as wrong.
Yeah.
The only thing that we could do, the minimum that we could do without anybody saying any shit, is provide economic aid, training, and supply. Right now, basically what we're doing with the Ukraine, we're sanctioning the shit out of Russia to prevent it from fueling its own war machine. And we're doing what we can to help the troops that are currently in place, which is the only thing that we can do short of declaring war. And we can't unless paperwork done.
I's dotted, T's crossed, and J's are J's.
Mm-hmm.
That loop has to be done just right. I get it. Now, hold on. I want to speak on this funding thing for a minute that he said. Okay. Now that funding, now mind you, goes out to 3 contractors. All right. And our supplies come from the lowest fucking bidder. I'm sorry. That's a problem, in my opinion.
That is.
And the military policy has always been this, unfortunately. It's do less with more.
I get that, but still.
The amount of national debt that we have right now, the last time we were able to give shit out when it was made by the highest bidder was back during the Clinton administration.
Oh.
That was the last time.
Yep.
Now, the only reason I'm saying anything like that is because honestly, my father served in Vietnam. Now, I'm not a big, how do we put this, happy son of his. I speak to him accordingly when he deserves it. I give him the respect he deserves when he deserves it. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I respect him as a soldier. And I respect him for what he put into this country. But I do not respect him as my fucking father. I am coming to now. I've come a long way with that man, actually. So, but yeah, like, knowing what he went through and hearing his story and shit, like it kind of makes you set back and it's like, what the fuck? And people don't realize everything that they have to go through when they're in that situation and what actually goes on in the sidelines.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong on this, that's fine.
Please.
But was there not a lot of friendly fire in Vietnam for the simple fact that they could not they could not get certain certain points correct in regards to geographical?
Unfortunately, there's not a confirmation or denial on any of that. Nobody wants to say anything, and I can't blame them because nobody really knows.
I can tell you from...
In some cases, maybe.
Here's the reason why I say that not only is that possible, it's very likely.
So many newbies were over there and everything.
Oh, no,
Vietnam,
I know that, but
here's the reason why.
I'm wrong, and it's hey, if I'm actually wrong, then that's fine. But
it's likely, and I'll tell you why. It's because we
don't know if you're wrong or right.
We had not done fighting on that type of terrain since the Revolutionary War. And a
Oh.
good majority of the airstrikes that we gave and the bombing runs that we gave were based on landlines that were established that had since changed, regions that had since been completely and totally done. Like Grid Square 476 Alpha was maybe a mile away from where it was the first time we took the images. And the first time that we took the images was all we had to go on.
Yep. There was a lot of that problem. And you can't blame that. You just got to blame the times.
Well, no, I wasn't blaming.
We
But
get it. We get
father
for lack of a better term.
The mentality back then was we haven't had a loss significantly in close to 30 years. We've got a surplus of funding, which, let's face it, the 60s, we had a lot of money to be able to throw around towards the military because we weren't actively fighting anybody. Not really.
We weren't fucking with nobody at all.
We weren't really fucking with anybody, okay? Freaking Korea had ended back in 53, okay? So for about the better part of 12 to 15 years, we had no military resources dedicated anywhere. We had troops sitting on their butts, sitting in offices waiting to get freaking hit. And a lot of people just retired out and nobody was coming in. That was the whole reason for the draft in the first place. Because everybody that was in the military back in the early 50s had retired. And we weren't getting more troops coming in.
It's because
So basically, we were in a massive deficit. That's the whole reason why we pulled more troops in. And the mentality was nobody can outfight us if we've got numbers. So we just kept on sending more and more and more. Because if we can outnumber them, that means we could take them. Not realizing that we were fighting on unfamiliar terrain against an enemy that doesn't rock all a similar uniform, knows the place better than we do.
Yeah, and is already built up.
We were essentially pulling an invasion. And
we were trying to.
Not ready.
We were trying to pull it from in or out, and we were not ready, nor fucking no.
Yeah, see, my grandfather fought in Vietnam, and I actually had to do a
respect to him.
And he told a lot of stories. Like that's the main reason why, like, I believe that there was friendly fire, because he was in the middle of that. But at the same time, like, all those are absolutely correct in that regard. Now, I have, unfortunately, and this is not by my choice, been dragged into conversations about Vietnam with a couple of other Vietnam soldiers that are just like, no, you're completely wrong. Like, shut up. You don't know anything. And I'm like, okay. Like, I understand. I get that. But you're bringing up these points to me, and I'm not asking for your points. Like, I'm just giving you my what I understand, and I'm asking questions to get a better understanding.
See, the problem is at how you approach the questions with them.
Because the thing is that for a lot of them, Nam is an extremely touchy subject. Okay, it's the first.
I even know.
Yeah, it's the first war that we had where loss of life was obnoxiously out of
balance. Can't remember the numbers right now. It was way beyond
insane. That's one. Two, we lost. And for a lot of us, that's still a point of we got our asses kicked by an enemy that we felt was inferior.
And hold on. And not only that, for a war y'all didn't even want to be in at the time.
Yeah, because most of the people got drafted in.
You got to understand, there's a lot of animosity with some of them.
And there are still guys out there that we don't know what happened to them. Carrie made a good point. We still have, not to mention, the MIA.
Unknown soldiers, or MIAs, yeah.
And the thing is, it's insane. The fact
there's still being bones discovered and shit over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Like I'm not doubting that at all whatsoever.
Now go look
but
up. I can't remember. I believe it was 2018 or 2017. There was a set of dog tags found. Like the last set that I can name or that I saw anything about was 2017, 2018. And somebody found dog tags over there, and they were found in like this really fucked up, obscure thing, like growing out of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm sure. Like, there's a lot with the Vietnam War that we really don't know about, but it, like, you know, it's really just one of those things that it wasn't. Like when I ask questions, especially when I'm talking to military people, I don't attack them because I put my full trust in my military. That's how I was raised.
Like whenever somebody brings up the war on terror to me, I take it personally because I went over there.
I'm not too far from the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, so.
And the second that we left, it wasn't even a week.
It's like nothing ever happened.
Everybody we trained to defend themselves. Everybody. Basically, straight up, just handed their weapons over and didn't even bother to fight back.
Yep.
We wasted so many of us
for nothing.
I watched I watched the changing of the Unknown Soldier, and that was amazing in and of itself.
I took a
Don't let nothing roll out in front of them either.
I took a bomb to the face and a bullet to the leg for nothing.
Yeah, there's plenty of them that think that.
You guys can actually see it because the camera quality on this makes TikToks look like shit. Let me show it to you. Okay, I don't know if you could see it on the high res.
I can see it the way you just were. From the where you just were.
It's right here.
From where you just were, I can see.
It. Yeah.
How old are you, dude?
I'm
I gotta
40.
ask.
I turned 42 in September.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that is a piece of shrapnel from a Humvee door when we ran over an IED.
Ooh, can I get a magnet?
It was taken out. It was sticking out of my skull.
Hey, listen, I got metal in my body too, but it ain't from that, my guy. I got hit by a car.
My
thank God.
One of my friends, he did 3 tours. 3?
I only did 2.
4. I think 3 or 4 tours in
2 or 3.
Afghanistan or Iraq, and he was in the hospital because his Humvee hit an IED, and he was pretty messed up. He still does airsoft and stuff like that when he comes to town. And
real quick, y'all know what Agent Orange is, right?
Yeah.
I'm a product of that.
Nice.
Okay. I have the vitiligo shit. My father never had that until after Vietnam. Okay. I was born in 86.
Just on this side.
Like, it sucks now.
In a patch of white right here.
And now because of that, like, there's linked to ADHD and all that shit. It's linked to a bunch of other shit now.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, yep, great. Because of this, now my life expectancy is now shorter. Thanks. And I smoke, which thank God I'm trying to quit.
I smoke like crazy. But
you see me, I've gone through a pack since I got on my let's see, I got my pack at 9:00.
Mental mints.
I just opened this one.
That's what I call those mental mints. You know, I mean, I look at it like this. Okay? We went over there and we tried to do what we did. And the mentality was this, and I'm quoting my commander here. Okay? My direct commanding officer, Captain Brewer. He flat out told me, We build it, they blow it up, and then we build it again, and then they blow it up again, and then we build it again. The mentality is if we keep on building it and they realize, crap, they're just going to build it again, they're going to stop blowing it up.
No, they don't. Not always. Not really. They blow up something else finally.
So right now, legit. Here's here's another reason why Putin wants to try and take Ukraine as it can. You know why? Because right now America's got a big ass chip on its shoulder about losing Afghanistan. We're pissed. And we want a W. And if there's a W that we can have, we will take one look at Russia and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's been 80 years. They've been pissing us off. I think we've had
I
enough.
wish there was a spot where we could put the chat up here so I could see it better. Fuck.
You know, we legitimately had fucking enough. You fucks have been busting our balls for 80 years. I think it's fucking time we stop this shit. I think that's what it is.
Essentially since World War I.
Two.
Well, they were Axis in both wars, weren't they? Russia was not. I don't think Russia was ever an ally.
Russia was an ally in two.
Yeah, they were an ally in two when it came to Japan.
Near the end
yep.
In 1944, when Adolf tried to invade Russia, Stalin went, "Oh, you motherfucker! Really?"
Yep. Okay, I remember now.
Really? That's a nice.
I remember they were an Axis in World War I, though.
Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin all sitting on a fucking park bench. All three of them. Okay, yeah, Russia was an ally, but the second
Is Hitler the park bench?
What?
Is Hitler the park bench?
No, but you want to know what Russia wanted him to be?
You know they did.
Russia invaded Berlin.
Where does China stand in all this? That isn't a really.
You want to know what China is right now? China realizes what we can do. China is hoping of one of two things. Either A, Russia realizes they fucked around and found out and changed their mind about going in, or B, that Russia manages to fucking win. They're hoping one or the other. Because right now, they realize that if they fuck over us or fuck with Ukraine or get spotted helping Russia, we're going to turn our fucking crosshairs on them. And they're in no position to wage war.
They aren't. Not no.
No, technically pretty much after Biden did that whole, we're moving all of our shit to our own country now, so have fun.
Deuces.
The second that she saw what we were doing, she realized either A, Russia better win this quick, or B, stop its shit. Because the second that they stomp Russia's face into the fucking ground, they're going to wonder what we were doing. And if they see that we were helping Russia, they're coming after us. No.
That Great Wall won't protect them very much.
Great Wall? It won't be
It'll
be bubble.
A whole lot of freaking they got a whole lot of territory west of that wall. So
I mean,
Kim Jong-un is still like having his hand over the red button.
North Korea is to the United States as Russia is to the Ukraine. Little dog. It could piss on the carpet. It could shit on our furniture. But the best part about it is, it's outside. We haven't let it into the house.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un, after that whole, like him and Trump going, "Oh, I have the bigger red button. Let's see who's got the biggest dick and let's push it to find out." Kim Jong-un kind of is just like still there, like, I really don't want to.
No, there's a reason why. And this is the only
I'm
reason
not ready
why
to.
this is the only reason why I will ever praise the great Cheeto. Okay, he who is great in orange. Okay,
He was very good at international affairs, only because there was not the Senate would not let him do what he actually wanted to do in the states.
Okay, so hold on. He fucked up on a big thing though.
Here's
When the
the
whole
thing.
COVID thing happened, and that's where he screwed up.
Here's the reason why I'm glad he was in. There was something that was going on within our borders that everybody else saw. And you know what that was? For about a good 8 years before he got put into the chair, we were all, we don't want to hurt nobody. We're meant to be peacekeepers. We'll be happy to talk peace. You want to come in and piss on our carpet? That's fine. We've got paper towels. You want some more of our money? Here you go. That's what we had for 8 years.
Yeah.
Then you get that psychopath into the chair and took one look at that and be like, you know what? Everybody thinks we're pussies. Everybody thinks we'll let them do whatever the fuck they want. I remember when that wasn't the case and people were afraid to fuck with us. I think it's time we give them a little bit of fear again. So he took one look at North Korea, the biggest yappity yap, and said,
A little yipper dog.
I heard you've been talking shit. Show me what you can do. Oh, you got a little firecracker. Okay, what can it do? No, go ahead, throw it at me.
Menace to society, or don't be a menace in the hood.
Yep. Essentially,
do we have a problem here?
Huh? You want to know what? I'll throw you a better metaphor. Okay, Eddie Griffin. Okay, very funny comedian. Flat out said, and I quote, America was like that one teacher, Coach Speech, pull you out into the fucking hallway after you were starting some shit. Oh, you think you're big bad? Okay, you want to motherfucker? I'm gonna let you get one right here. Go ahead. There ain't nobody here. Go on, get it. Hit me right here, right here. Come on. And you want to know what? For a second, you look at it and be like, I can take this motherfucker. I can cold cock this son of a bitch. And then there's a voice in the back of your head that says, don't do it. Coach Speech will kill you. There'll be an ambulance. That's right.
You will become the kid that was in that video of the teacher that's being early retirement.
Hold up. Let me finish the bit because you're going to love it. Okay? There'll be an ambulance. And they will call your mama. So please, please open up that little hand. Because throwing that fist at him would be like throwing a grape at him. That's exactly
I remember that
how
fucking
we
skit.
are. We are
Don't
that
keep mom going alone, make him mad.
Pulling that little shit out of the classroom, setting him down the hallway, and said, go ahead. You think you're hot shit? Go ahead. Come on.
Can I ask a question now?
He did.
What
he
if
did
you're that
wonders.
idiot that takes the swing?
He did do wonders for the military. Like Trump was extremely diligent when it came to our military. I will give him that. Like I could not stand him. He circle talked more than my narcissistic ex could, and I tried listening to one of his rallies, and I was like, I fucking can't. Listen, but like when he went into office, I was like, all right, let's see what you got, you know. And
I was originally a Trump
huge supporter for the military, so that was huge.
And then I heard some shit was like, wait, what the fuck? Oh hell no, nope, can't do this. I cannot back you after this.
Don't get me wrong, okay? He was a shit president, but we need a shit president in office every couple of decades just to get shit to get done. Just one.
Yep. That's very, very true.
The last major shit president that we had before him was Carter.
Yep. Very true.
You know listen, you know who I want back in office?
I'm sorry?
Bill without Hillary. Bill without Hillary.
No.
No.
Neither one of the Clintons.
Listen, we can make people disappear again.
I mean, no. Here's the only thing I could say about the Clintons. They handled finance a lot better than anybody else. It was the first
That's the
time
only thing they did good.
was
That's
in the
only...
green and black since Andrew Jackson was in office.
Yep.
The first time the country was in the black was when the Clintons were in office. They knew how to handle finance very well. Everything else,
all too well.
But finance, chef's kiss. You want to know why W fucked up as bad as he did? You're going to love this, okay? You want to know why W fucked up? W was a wartime president. That's what he was. He wasn't a domestic policy president. He wasn't a peacetime president. He was a wartime president. He got in office and didn't know what the fuck to do. The second that 9/11 happened, you've never seen anybody fucking snap to action quick. Guess what? He had his daddy know exactly what the fuck to do.
Thank you. Say it louder for those in the back.
Well, it literally was like Bush gave his daddy the war that he had wanted when he was in office. That's essentially what it was.
But the kick is this, okay? We had every reason. There was one reason, a big one, outside of WMD as a reason to go in and stomp Saddam's ass. One that was a good reason, one that was a really shitty one. The good reason. The one policy we put in is we will mud stomp a country if we find out that they're helping terrorists or harboring terrorist organizations. Iraq was doing that. Contrary to what everybody said, well, we didn't belong. No, he legitimately had a good reason to go in there. Not a good enough to go in there and completely erase the regime, but he had a good enough reason to at least go in there and kind of give them in. Now, when WMD came out, yeah, that was like, oh, I'm on the fucking, let's go. So he stomped into freaking Iraq and he basically pushed their fucking heads into the ground.
Now, one thing that we forget, though, is we trained Osama bin Laden. Our special forces went in and trained all of them because Russia was trying to invade Afghanistan at the time.
Yeah, no,
we went in and trained all of them.
Oh my God, no.
We did not train the Taliban. What we trained was the Mujahideen.
No, that's who I meant, though. That I couldn't remember the name, but we essentially went in there and trained them to protect themselves from Russia, and then.
But unfortunately, much like how, and this is the best way to put it, okay? Much like how the Christian groups out there that exist right now, okay, like the Christian church has its extremists in the KKK, the Mujahideen has its extremists. Has its extremists in the Taliban. And what's worse is the Taliban has its extremists in Al-Qaeda.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's the fucked up part with it. It's an extreme of an extreme.
It just, one terror cell leads to the next, and it just seems like it's a continuous chain reaction where one pops up, another one's going to.
We would not have had ISIS. We would not have had ISIS, and the Taliban would not have gained anywhere near as much strength as it did if Saddam was still in power. Because there was one thing that Saddam would not tolerate. He supported the Taliban, but he did not support Al-Qaeda. He took a look at Al-Qaeda the same way we view the Klan. Okay? His mentality is this: there's no room for extremism because that gives you to try and come after me. That was his mentality. People were fucking afraid of Saddam if they were a terrorist because all he needed to do was find out that you existed in his country. He was ready to do some damage.
Yeah, that was one thing I would give.
The second he was gone, there was a massive power vacuum for all that fucking shit. He kept that place in line. I'm not saying he did it right. I'm not saying he did it morally, but motherfuckers were terrified to step out of line out there. It's like how it is in North Korea and how it is in China. We're not saying they're doing it right. We're not saying they're doing it morally, But I guarantee you, if you try and rabble-rouse in either one of those, you're going to disappear. That's exactly how Iraq was run. So when we got rid of him, suddenly everybody came out of the fucking woodwork. That's the downside. But we had to get rid of him because we wanted a dub. And in many ways, we needed one. Unfortunately, what it did was it made the situation worse. Now, after WND, immediately, that's when we were like, okay, we've still got a shit ton of resources. How the fuck do we find this prick? Well, Snowden showed us how we found him. No lie. Patriot Act. And all the lovely little technology that got us to actually read emails.
Fuck.
Listen to phone calls. Well, here's the fucked up thing. We found a lot of fuckwads in this country that were planning shit and looking to pull shit here once that shit got into place. Nobody wants to think about the victories. Everybody wants to think about everybody looking at their email and listening to their phone calls. You know what? As far as I'm fucking concerned, go ahead, have a look and have a listen. Because you know what? You guys are the reason why the shoe bomber didn't happen. You guys are the reason why Times Square didn't become a nuclear hole in the ground.
Mm-hmm. Now, the
World Trade Centers were hit in 96 too, don't forget.
Weren't they just a hair behind on the Boston bombers?
Just a hair behind. And we're not that far off.
Yeah, no, they were pretty damn close. They had caught on that something was going to go down. They just could not figure out the timing.
Now,
I think it was.
Can you imagine if we had no fucking clue?
Oh, it would have been a lot worse.
Nobody wants to think about that.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, no, the World Trade Centers were bombed in 1996.
No, 96, 93.
Oh, 93, sorry.
Which really, okay, so you guys are going to hate me for this, but I'm a total conspiracy buff, only for the simple fact that...
You're not hated.
No. Hold on. Let me finish before you give me that look, Baron. Let me finish. I am a conspiracy buff for the simple fact that it brings out my creative side and it helps me with my story writing. Just because that's what most of them are stories. However, in 9/11's regard, the Twin Towers were originally bombed. Yes, absolutely. However, the structure was never like ruptured to the point where they fell. My big thing with 9/11 was that there are actually reports that were hidden from the employees saying that there were noise problems going on. It sounded like somebody was working on the inside, like the interior of the wall. Jet fuel does not burn that hot to the point that metal would have crashed.
No, that's not from that.
I know it's
let
not.
Let me take this one.
Go ahead, that thing right there. Everybody says that.
Not true. As a matter of fact,
I know it's not.
Jet fuel can melt steel if there are other chemicals present within the environment that they are brought in. Okay? Just as a lump of coal
can become a diamond.
Iron, but if you add certain fuel to it, it will melt it like it's air. Okay? Yeah, exactly.
I hear that all the time, though. It's like, oh, jet fuel can't burn that hot. And it's like, you don't understand chemicals. Like, I'm even bad with chemistry, but I know this.
Yeah. Do you people have any idea what fucking happens when a computer monitor gets set on fire? Okay? When aluminum gets cooked and it actually catches fire, which jet fuel can fucking cause to incinerate, when sheetrock, drywall, wiring, okay? Various different types of plumbing. Freon, which is in all of the air conditioning units located within the entirety of every single floor of the fucking building itself.
No, listen, I'm gonna say something fucked up though, and I hate to say it like this. I have a video that I have seen in the past that I thought was labeled. It was originally supposed to be a Batman movie that I was downloading. I downloaded a news, like what was a news reporter watching the Twin Towers before it went down, and you could literally see explosions happening in the building going down.
I can explain that. Okay. You know what
And
happened?
I think that's the concrete breaking.
That is not only just the concrete breaking, but it's also the air pressure from every single floor above pushing
Coming
itself
down. See, that makes sense. Now that makes sense to me. I see. That was the only thing that I ever had any doubts about was the whole watching it explode.
There
I
were
it was like
also
floors.
they
It was
were also after like during the cleanup and stuff, they actually had bomb canine units out there, and they actually found 3 car bombs outside of the Twin Towers that never went off because they were not properly made.
Yep.
Mhm.
And they
So
found
it
those
was
people who left those too.
hmm
That was an entire little cell that got raided down in NYC. I remember that happened literally days after 9/11 because if they didn't catch them then, we had 6 more bombings that were going to happen, one of which was at a local school.
Yeah. And that's actually the day 9/11 happened, they could not evacuate any of the schools.
Nope.
And there
Do you wonder where I
were
was for 9/11?
several schools that got called saying that that got a bomb threat call. And it was all of Long Island. They weren't even allowing the kids to leave because there were several on the Long Island
All the way up
standpoint
throughout
that
New York State.
literally had gotten bomb threats, and my school was one of them. And my mom was like, "Fuck this! No, I'm picking my
700
kids
schools
up."
in New York State within the first hour were given bomb threats when the Twin Towers happened. Okay, now they've never said if they found any bombs in any of those schools, to my recollection, but thank God they didn't.
I
Now
think
imagine if they were.
they found 2, but they were never set off because of the fact that the cell got raided a couple days later. They were only set to go off, I think, 3 or 4 days after 9/11 happened.
I was in Jersey City at the time, right across the river, where I could see the towers with my own eyes. I could see the planes hit them with my own eyes. And I was on the top of the Rossi building at Jersey City State when it happened on my birthday of all times. And what's fucked about that whole situation is not long after that, a couple of fucking assholes that were part of a terrorist cell tried to bomb Fort Dix, McGuire,
Mm-hmm.
in Jersey. The pizza delivery guys that for months were casing the place.
I remember that.
I said to myself, okay, I know for a fact we're dealing with ambulances. Do you know why? Because if they hit New Jersey, the entire eastern seaboard will be gone. Because New Jersey is the largest storage space on the eastern seaboard of all nuclear weapons.
Yep.
Not exactly 100% true.
No, Jersey actually is. Jersey actually is one of the main
There, Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota is one.
No. There's
New
one in Jersey, but you've got the one in Jersey that is distributed between several areas because of the fact of we've got Port Norfolk here, which is where I'm located. Okay, Norfolk City. Could you imagine if they hit the fucking naval base?
Oh yeah, no, my brother is actually in Norfolk right now.
We would be so fucked. We wouldn't be able to react quick enough.
Mm-hmm. If Jersey got hit, it is the number one staging point for all ground troops.
We have a emergency thing that goes on every few weeks down here for in case they bomb the tunnels, because the only way to get out of my area is through tunnels, bro.
No, I
Mhm.
believe. The thing
Like,
is that they hit
I know I
Jersey.
can go to North Carolina and take up and a long way around, but the quick way out is fucking a tunnel,
Jersey.
which they're expanding.
If Jersey got hit, do you want to know what would be gone? New York City, Philly, parts of Delaware. Not to mention the fact probably anything that sails downward would go through DC
Yep.
easily.
Yeah,
So you know why they
that's
wouldn't
exactly
pick Jersey?
exactly right. Thanks.
Do you know why they wouldn't pick Jersey? Because Jersey has the highest concentration of military bases anywhere. You know how many fucking AA guns and AA missile launchers we have set up here alone?
I mean, our seaboard is like that. There's plenty of them along the seaboard, and I've seen them coming up to, I've been by Blackwater Training Facility, and I wouldn't suggest going down that road. You will be escorted in a U-turn by guys in jumpsuits with guns. And it was not a good, fun experience tripping off of ecstasy as a young kid.
No.
Oh,
I
and
can
boy.
imagine getting turned around and being like, I just need to get back to the main road, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that I literally was shitting myself because dude had the gun in my face. My window wasn't opened that much. It got opened real quick.
We've been on here for over 2 hours. I am tired.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm happy as fuck. Normally, I would do episodes of The Killing Wall for only an hour. But I'm glad I was able to do 2.
Good night.
If you guys want to watch any of this episode, the rebroadcast of it, it's on my YouTube channel. It's on the Killing Wall Facebook page. Okay.
Well, I got you added to Facebook. I added you as a friend on your main and your business or your professional account. So if you ever decide to do this again and just want somebody to kind of add to it, I'll definitely hop in. This was fun. I liked it.
Okay, no problem. You want to know what? The next broadcast I do, I'm going to have my original intro on.
Hey, let's do it. Hey, send me an invite that day and let me know how your banana with TikTok goes.
Yeah, I'll try and figure out what my
Watch you go back and your ban is lifted. That's what happened to me the other day with one, and then next morning I got fucking bananaed on the live again, and then permabanned.
If I get banana and they show that the appeal was not, that means that somebody fucking mass reported my ass.
Actually, it's one of your friends. It's somebody that you're friends with on TikTok.
Or that just follow you.
It's somebody who follows you when it does that.
Yeah. So
that's how I know part of who it wasn't following me. And Jack follows nobody. And it's just kind of funny. The attention got taken off of them, and then instantly I got bananaed.
Yeah.
And this is all of a vendetta against man because man won't condone to the bratting, and I can't blame her. You're not hers. Don't brat to her.
Exactly.
I'm hers, and I don't fucking brat to her, and I have the fucking right if I wanted to. Like, I am hers.
The thing is that this
I will.
If Rhiannon sees them, just have them blocked.
Oh, already handled. Rhiannon, the reason that they've been coming at me is because Rhea has them blocked.
Oh, wow.
That's why I was their target.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
And it's what it is. To each their own, because theirs got Thanos.
Good.
Okay, their Jack account got Thanos. Oh, it did.
Good.
And now they're on their Emmett.
Karma's a bitch.
That's what I say.
All right.
But now I can't go live on my accounts and nothing. But y'all have a good night. Vix, hit me up on Snap.
I was going to say it was nice meeting you. Good night.
All right. I'll catch you later there, hon.
Love your face, Baron. Have a great night.
Indeed. There we go. You have a good one. Thank you all for tuning in. And by the way, just for shits and giggles because this is the killing wall. You all lost the game. Good night.